Hey guys, don't mind the messy garage, but today was the drop off of the new 2022 Low Rider S. So I'm just kind of doing a once over here. I already have a short that kind of shows the bike in all its glory. And it is fantastic. I'm here in Wisconsin. The weather is absolutely horrible today. It's like 34 degrees outside and snowing, of course. Go figure on the day that it gets dropped off. But the bike is absolutely beautiful. And I already did a couple things to it. You might notice that I did the blacked out turn signals. Got LEDs in there from Moon's MC already. I do plan on doing the rears as well. So these are just your standard bulbs here that I haven't changed out yet. LED tail light, of course. Got the Saddleman straight from the dealer, so they threw that on there for me. And then I'm coming off a CVO, 2020 CVO, and I really liked the Kahuna grips that I had on that. So I threw the Kahuna heateds on this as well. I did have a 2020 Low Rider S as well, so definitely a lot of similarities, as you might imagine. The 117, I mean, the butt dyno, I feel like, I feel like I can tell the difference, but again, I'm coming off a CVO, and even though it's a 117, it's a lot heavier of a bike as well, so this thing rips. It feels good. So got a couple other parts on order. I already have a TBR 2-in-1 Comp S exhaust that's on order. I've got a dyno jet tuner that's coming with. I bit the bullet and paid for the extra warranty straight from the dealer to cover my ass for a dyno jet. Got a lay down license plate holder coming. I can't believe Harley's still doing these stand-up plates, but they are, and they're ugly, and they're horrible. So if Harley ever watches this, just know, move along with that. So I watched a couple videos before the bike got here, and there's one guy mentioning that dealers are upcharging like crazy for these bikes. I got mine straight at MSRP. So 21,749, I believe, is the MSRP, and then freight surcharge, and then like your standard setup fee, which generally I'd argue on. I don't normally pay for that like when I buy bikes, but in this case, I really didn't have a bargaining chip. I mean, they're so rare. It's only 300 of them, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay the extra money to get it, and I did. So here we are. Some things that I didn't know if I was gonna like is this gauge cluster up here. It's not bad. It actually has pretty decent brightness to it, so I ripped it around the neighborhood, and it's not bright out today by any means, but I didn't have any issue reading anything on there, and I don't have the greatest of eyesight. So that was one thing I was a little concerned about. I might still swap that out for like a normal analog gauge if I'm able to. The seating position on the ST is different. I noticed that like right away. I think it's the handlebars, the seating height, the seat height most likely is the same, but the handlebars, the way they're pulled back, the risers, something about them definitely has a different feel than like your standard stock Low Rider S. So I don't even know at this moment if I'm going to change them out. I know a lot of people, the first time they get on a bike, they're like, oh, it's just so comfortable. And it's like, yeah, well, for 5 minutes on it, it is comfortable. And then you go do a trip to Sturgis that's, 12 hours for me, or a lot longer for a lot of other people. And, what was comfortable for 5 minutes isn't comfortable long term. So we'll see how that all plays out. There's a lot more I plan on doing to the bike. Here's those LED turn signals. Pretty cool. I really like the stuff from Moon's. I do have an Edward Ritchie sissy bar as well that I was running on my 2020 Low Rider S. For anyone who's wondering, that does not fit on the rear, which is a real bummer. these mounts here prevent that from happening. So I would say that maybe you'd be able to get it to fit if you decided to run without the bags. But if you're buying a Low Rider ST, you're most likely bought it for the fairing and the bags anyway, like I did. So I'm sure most people know what the stock exhaust sounds like, so I'm not going to run it. But yeah, one other thing I did notice that I just want to mention is that while I love the fairing, a lot of people have complaints about various things about it. Some people don't like the way it looks. Some people, whatever. In my case, I don't mind the way it looks. I actually really like it. I like the old retro style. I did order the taller windshield, so that's coming. I prefer the taller windshield on here, especially for the long miles that I do. But I noticed like there's just a little bit of creaking with this. So I don't know how much that's gonna bother me long term, but just when I rode it, I kind of noticed it when I was hitting some bumps that kind of makes those noises. I did buy it's not in there yet, but I purchased the Rockford Fosgate audio system. So once that gets here, then I'll go ahead and throw that in there and maybe that'll help out. You probably won't be able to hear the creaking, through a helmet or something like that, but it's just something I noticed. And I was like open-faced and everything. I was grinning from ear to ear and just wanted to get on the bike. So anyway, so that's the Low Rider ST. Again, my garage is a total mess, but this is just a quick first look. And now that it's here, I do plan on doing some content, and hopefully I won't be sick and nasally for any future videos. So thanks for watching.